medical diagnosis. So next slide. Next slide, please.
I'm already done.
The motivation behind this is like we are taking decisions in our day-to-day practice. So it involves a lot of uncertainty. In medical decision making also it involves a lot of uncertainty. So this was the main motivation behind taking this Bayesian kernel approach. And these methods are very promising in tackling the type of problems where uncertainties are involved. And the assumptions made are very much obvious, and that is why they make us the decision making becomes easy and defendable, and it becomes easy to accept also. The answers which we get becomes easy to accept also. So I'll start with the introduction part. The foundation of this approach begins with the Bayes, Thomas Bayes, 1702 to 1761. That Bayes theorem is very, very well known, all of you. So this paper is an introduction to the modernized Bayesian approach, which leads to the algorithm within the framework of risk minimization and giving us a new insight into the kernel algorithms. Next. So this was the main motivation, and we use the base of the Bayes theorem, and the motivation behind was all the quantities of interest which are governed by probability distributions can be taken into account by using this approach. So the optimized results can be obtained by using Bayesian theory, and for evaluating these type of probabilities together, as we know some things and we want to conclude something. So this means we have some prior knowledge about data. So this all goes into account of the Bayes. So that is why we use this Bayes theorem. Next, please. So we have done a lot of literature review of Ghosh in 2000. He worked on this. And then we saw Kadane in 2005. He also worked. Molly in 2014. He worked on this approach. He basically work on kernel Bayesian approach. And similarly, I have read a lot of papers in 2011 also. So by using these papers, we saw that Bayesian approach is not an old thing, and also it is not a new thing. This has been used since 2000, and also before. I have done the literature review since 2000. So here we are taking account of this equation H max. This equation is the main equation to work behind this. So I'll come up with this equation later on. In this, the data D bar is the training examples of target function, and H is used as the domain of candidate target function. And it has been noticed that this method is very useful in the sense that no other hypothesis is more likely. Please, next slide. By using Bayes rule and by applying another concept to this, we got a lot of many results. I'll explain this with the help of a case study. Here we have taken the example of one type of breast cancer, and there is either positive or negative result to a particular type of breast cancer. So in case of cancer, the classification of data can be considered by assigning probabilities to a particular type of breast cancer. Is given two observations. Next. This is a very simple example. In case of breast cancer of data, what is a particular type of cancer B, and it has been given only two values, either positive or negative. That is B bar only two values. So this is the basic rules, basic Bayes rule, and on the right side I wrote n class probabilities. So if we have n classifiers, we'll use right rule. So is the prior probability of breast cancer of class I, which is known to us, and the second one is the posterior probability of breast cancer by the observation that it is positive or it is negative. And second is the conditional probability of positive or negative given that the posterior type of breast cancer. Three type of probabilities have been, and to find inverse probabilities, hypothetical numerical data has been taken. So we have supposed that a particular breast cancer probability is 0.015, and 15%, and the probability that it is given that the breast cancer type is B1, the probability is 95%, and the probability of a negative report and that it is not B1 type cancer, it is 0.94. So by using these probabilities, we calculated some values. Next slide, please. We calculated, as you can see, these values. We applied to this N class classifier and use this the very first equation, which I told H map, and ultimately B1. So this according to H map equation, it shows that there may be chance of B1 type of cancer, which was a hypothetical data. If we get exact data, then we can conclude. And this is the old method, which was being used till date. Next slide, please. What we did is we applied a different approach to this Bayes theorem. The base is Bayes theorem, and we applied a different approach to this. These are the results which we drawn. We need probability of getting a positive result, probability of B1 type of cancer with plus, and all this. So the result is Bayesian is strongly connected with higher probability information. Result is that Bayesian inference is strongly connected with the prior probability and it is applicable directly. And another point to be noted is that none of the hypotheses in Bayesian are completely rejected or accepted. This was the main. And kernel methods, the next thing. Kernel method plays a very pivot role in decision making process. We are going to apply in the next two slides. So with the influence of machine learning model flavored with kernel model, give efficient results in making. That is why we use it. We use two tests. There are two types of tests: parametric test, non-parametric test. Into account the assumptions about the population distribution parameters. Those are called parametric tests. So this means they will be using parameters. Some parameters we need to fix, but non-parametric tests, they do not involve any parameters. These tests are also called distribution-free tests. So we will be using non-parametric tests so that we will not be using any parameter to be fixed beforehand. Next slide, please. As I told you, in the next slide, I'll discuss Bayesian kernel approach. So the base is Bayesian. Bayesian kernel method, these indicate the importance of factors in probability distribution for their importance information also. The transformation from Bayesian to Bayesian kernel approach and estimates. One among those, and I discuss kernel mean in my paper. So by this, a non-parametric possible. It is a complete non-parametric approach. It doesn't involve any parameter to fix beforehand. It involves linear algebra with Gram matrices. So I will introduce Gram matrices in this paper. Please, next slide. So learning network structure. Are there constraint-based algorithm and based algorithm? Based on probability and conditional independencies of the structure, whereas the score-based algorithms based on the metric, which measures the quality of candidate network by means of observed data. So moreover, we will be using score-based algorithms. Next slide, please. So this is what in my paper, kernel mean and the Bayesian approach of kernel mean. So this equation represents the classical non-parametric approach. The parameters we fix the data given to. Next. There is an estimate. Small k stands for the kernel, but moreover, this is the kernel mean approach, which represents the conditional probabilities. Like we were using their using probabilities, we use this Here, C, Y, X, S, all these are covariance matrices. The approach turns to covariance analysis, which involve linear algebra concepts, not the calculations and parameters and all that stuff. So what I did in the previous slides that we move on to the linear algebra concepts, not like this. So we started from this theorem and we move on to the next step, kernel, and then the kernel approach, kernel based approach. And here is some gain and base, which basic kernel, and we will again, I'm saying we will convert the into kernel. There will be of is application of probability, there will be covariance analysis. So here are some which we can follow probabilities. About Gram matrix representation. So I will now explain you Gram matrix presentation. Kernel mean and covariance analysis we will use. GY stands for the Gram matrix for yi and y function approach. This only linear algebra calculations and the formula for Gram matrix computation, so no need to do probability calculations. Only Gram matrix computations you need to know. And all these can be performed by using simple algos of Python or VK for all.
शेयर कर दी है तो यहाँ से शेयर है तो शेयर के अंदर जाके ये पे कंटेंट लिखा शेयर कंटेंट कर देते हैं
So we can apply this Gram matrix computation to the case study which I previously discussed in 2 or 3 slides earlier. First, I want to say that using covariance analysis and simple computer algorithm, we can apply this matrix computation to this set and my manuscripts is assigned in this which uses prior probability information, the probability needed. But as we move on to the Bayesian kernel approach, fixed parameter, these are non-parameters, they don't need any parameter to be fixed beforehand. Is important. Base is base. Prior knowledge is important as well. Next. Please. I mean, it's very cases this also has been of this, but before that, I saw the literature. After 2011, we saw probabilities are all important. Next by considering probability as Gaussian process. The estimates of sparse matrix means of linear of kernel functions. These are the conclusions solving the covariance matrix. Kernel is governed by next and last slide. All these maths, only Gaussian Laplacian kernels are more prominent. We can use kernel and sort of we can use